ka re wa bereka. Vela wena angithi vela vela isimo siyasinda nethemba lishabalele angithi vela wena hay baba vela vela isimo siyasinda nethemba lishabalele angithi vela wena Baba sihambile sibonile emhlabeni izinto zalomhlaba siyashintsha simakade ingakho sithi vela wena vela inqanyi sithi vela usisindise Baba vela vela angithi vela wena amandla nohambo lwethu vela wena vela vela usisindise Baba amandla nohambo lwethu vela vela Baba smakade vela usisindise
To the Vice-Chancellor and the Principal, Professor Mahlo Mokgalong, members of the Council, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Teaching and Learning, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, the Executive Deans, Directors, Head of Departments, academic staff, support staff, students, and SRC, as well as our applicants for the Vice-Chancellor Awards for Teaching and Learning, Scholarly Community Engagement, as well as research, and everyone present here, good evening to you all. Thank you for that great response. And thank you for joining this special occasion that we'll be celebrating with colleagues for their achievement. And this occasion, it will also be live streaming on the University of Limpopo YouTube and also the various platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. So colleagues that are attending from home, they can tag us. We also welcome them for joining us virtually. I am Professor Pauline Bopape Mabapa. I'm the head of the department in the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, School of Agricultural and Environmental Sciences, heading the Department of Plant Production, Soil Science and Agricultural Engineering. It is my privilege, colleagues, to be the program director for these Vice-Chancellor's Awards. So without wasting further time, let me call on the stage the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Professor Jessica Singh, to give the welcome remarks. Over to you, Professor.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, welcome to your award, sir. It's an honor and a privilege to firstly welcome you. And I know you're going to be doing the welcome address, but I'd like to say a very warm word of welcome to the chair of our council, Mr. Pandavlani Nefolovodwe. Welcome, Chair, Uncle Nev, as you're affectionately known. We'd also like to welcome the members of the University of Limpopo Council present here today. Mr. Rachidi, welcome, sir. We'd also like to welcome Ms. Tindisa. Thank you for being here. Advocate Bongo, welcome, sir. We'd also like to welcome Mr. Mabila, who will be joining us shortly, and Mr. Selomolela as well, of the University Council, who will be joining us shortly. We'd like to greet as well and welcome from the University of Venda 2 colleagues, Ms. Wendy, together with Ms. Lindiwe Mulaudzi, and from the Office of the Premier, the Research Division, Mrs. Joyce Mokobi, together with circuit managers who are represented here today. A warm word of welcome to Chief Education Specialist, Ms. Rabotata, and as well as Ms. Masagela, together with Mr. Makhakhane. I'd also like to say a warm word of welcome to the university management. The executive management is present here today, represented by, I'm looking for Prof. Madaji, my colleague. Prof. Madaji, welcome, together with the executive deans of all the faculties. And I see Prof. Maoto, can you raise a wave? You're looking beautiful today, Prof, together with our other beautiful Prof, Prof. Motiba. Welcome to the executive deans of the faculty, and together with all the vice-chancellors nominees. There are a number of you here who are excited and got a bit of butterflies. I don't have any butterflies at all. We also have a number of honored guests that are present here today. We've invited, a number of you have been accompanied by your spouses. Those of you who are spouses, welcome. This is what your other half does, right? And we'd also like to say a warm welcome to all the members of the University of Limpopo colleague, be it heads of departments, directors of schools, staff members, those of you who are researchers and working in the different research, rather in the different support divisions. It's community engagement, the Center for Academic Excellence, the research office, the various other divisions like the ICT. So you're all welcome. This is our function and we're going to enjoy it. And we're going to later on have a space here for you to dance a bit. Not a bit, a lot, right? So we'd also like to say a warm word of welcome to all our students and staff members and the wider community joining us on all our virtual platforms. It is lovely that you could join us virtually, and we hope you're going to enjoy today's function. 2023 marks 12 years since the commencement of the prestigious Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Awards in Teaching and Learning, Research, and Community Engagement. This year, 2023, is the 10th edition of the event being celebrated in person, with 2020 and 2021 being virtual events. At the sparkling annual event, our Vice-Chancellor awards the outstanding teachers, researchers, and community engagement scholars at the university. And as is his extremely generous nature, these awards also carry enticing cash amounts that is bound to motivate all our staff. The nominees have to go through a rigorous process of firstly, achieving at a level that allows them the opportunity to apply in the various categories. Next, they have to actually fill in those application forms and provide the evidence, which in some cases involves the submission of a portfolio. Thereafter begins the work of the representative adjudication panels, who adjudicate the applications, they verify the evidence, and they rank the applicants. Those who do not meet the minimum criteria are eliminated at this point. Those who do meet the criteria are ranked according to their scores. The cream of the crop win the overall best awards in the university in the established and emerging categories. The others win awards at school level. There are 3 special categories of awards, which include Best Female Researcher at the university, an award that is earned by the university's top female researcher. This award highlights the emphasis that the Vice-Chancellor places on empowering female researchers in the university. The other special award honors the researcher who has attracted the highest funding for the university during the review period. The final special award is given to National Research Foundation rated researchers who are newly rated or who have been re-rated. This group of researchers have excelled nationally and internationally in their specific disciplines, and through a very stringent process of peer and panel review, they have been recognized nationally as rated researchers. Now that I've covered how the awards work, I would like to spend a few minutes honoring the man after whom the awards are named, our Vice-Chancellor and Principal. He's frowning at the moment, but I want to say to you all that our Vice-Chancellor has been at the helm of our beloved university for over 20 years, steering this supertanker through all kinds of waters. Prof, mergers, demergers, fees must fall, COVID, NASFAS, we're still in that water at the moment. And he has stood at the helm as a true captain would. He has stood by staff and students through all kinds of crises they have faced. His 50-year lifelong career has been spent in the turf waters, a true legend, who will go down in the history books of the University of Limpopo as a fair, caring, and compassionate man who has dedicated his life to the University of Limpopo. Prof, I know you to be a fair, compassionate, and totally dedicated person who puts the university above all else. You have been a beacon of leadership to us all. You have guided many of us through many years of our academic careers. So today, as the university community, we want to honor, We want to appreciate you on behalf of every hungry student you have fed, every desperate parent or student to whom you have offered a hope for the future, every staff member who you have supported to obtain a doctorate, every time you have emptied your pocket to help somebody in need, for year after year coming to work every day without holidays, for literally jumping over walls and burning fences to protect the campus. Prof, you remember that? For checking up on us when we are sick or we lose loved ones. You have rejoiced with us when we win awards, and I can tell you the list can go on, and many of you in this room can add to that list. Since it's our awards function, Prof, you deserve one too. For 50 years of faithful service to the University of Limpopo, 50 years, that deserves a round of applause. As I invite you to come up to the stage to do your welcome address, please also accept the first award tonight, which Prof Madaji and I will present to you. And we are doing this on behalf of all the staff and students, both past and present. Members of the audience, let us rise as we usher the VC to the stage of his awards ceremony.
Good evening, and you know my colleagues are always full of surprises. I always tell people I don't want to be honored. See, it gives a wrong impression as though you're the only one working. But be that as it may, thanks colleagues for thinking of that and for disrupting today's program. But that's all right. I think program director, I should acknowledge you and say thanks for agreeing to run this program. I didn't know that you can be this type of lady. It was only until when we were in my office on Monday. She was in my office and she did give instructions. Where's Mr. Moloto? Mr. Moloto, our head of HR, knows that after she gave instructions, I scuttled around, put a few colleagues together, and on the other end, it was the Minister of Home Affairs who we had to talk to. And Prof Mabapa, for that, the colleague is not going, he's staying with us. So that's what it means. My colleagues and my council thanks for joining us today as we celebrate, as we recognize, and I believe will be rewarding achievements of colleagues. You know, the Excellence Awards are something which I think as academics we should all look forward to. And looking forward to them in many ways. Who ever thought colleagues from the University of Limpopo my bosses, we must appreciate this. And thanks to them for assisting in running this stable, viable, sustainable ship. I think you have seen in the media and everywhere these days, University of Limpopo is always said to be punching slightly above its weight. And it's all because of you. Now, this afternoon I was just told I must come and say something. I'll deal with my colleagues for that next week. But be that as it may, allow me to say, if a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets just as Michelangelo would do a painting, or Beethoven compose music, or Shakespeare write poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause and say, here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well. This is an excerpt from the speech by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was speaking to learners and other young people at Barrett Junior High at Philadelphia in October the 26th in 1967, 6 months before his assassination. Dr. King captioned his address, "What is your life's blueprint?" If you can, please look up this speech. It might as well have been my address to this 12th edition of the Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Awards today. I will share with you 5 things that I took from this seminal speech, although it is not as widely celebrated as his other speech, I Have a Dream. Allow me, however, before sharing my 5 takeouts from Dr. King's speech, to remind you why the year 67 is significant to me. I first came to Mankweng in 1967. Almost more than half of the people in here were not even in the planning stage. Still to think that Dr. King in the same year addressed young people who were my age at the time at faraway Philadelphia in the US in a speech that resonates with the spirit of the VC's Excellence Award is not a coincidence I take lightly. Also, let me celebrate another beacon of excellence who was born 106 years ago today, Oliver Reginald Tambo, fondly known as OR. Coincidentally, he took over his presidency of the ANC also in 1967, position he held in trying circumstances until 1991. OR, as we knew him, took over the presidency, and he held that position during trying circumstances until 1991. OR is not celebrated enough for his enduring culture of excellence, especially academic. When he matriculated at St. Peter's in Johannesburg, according to the book by Luli Kalinokos, Oliver Tambo, Beyond the Angeli Mountains, he obtained such excellent grades that the National Education Department commissioned someone to look closely at his exam papers to make sure that there had been not any cheating. Of course, nothing was found, and Tambo went on to major physics at the University of Fort Hare. Let me return to the speech by Dr. King and how it sums up with the theme of excellence. The quote with which I open my address highlights the vital importance of excelling at every opportunity one gets, be it in teaching and learning, research, or in community engagement. It does not matter how mundane or how demanding our job is. If excellence is our philosophy, we are bound to leave more than no naysayer or time can erase. That is my first take out of Dr. King's speech. Excellence is a timeless virtue. Unlike most things that we can waste our time on, the community of the University of Limpopo, excellence does not fade with the passage of time or with the obsolescence of fashion. Excellence is always trendy, but without the fickle attributes of fashion as we know it. The second attribute that Dr. King's speech highlights about excellence is how irrepressible it is. His reference to the ability of a street sweeper to do their job as well that the angels will take heed teaches us to appreciate excellence. Like energy, it's not rank conscious or cannot be hidden. It stands out, it commands respect, and it refuses to be downplayed. Excellence outlasts negativity, outshines every lie one can throw at it, and always remains when all deception and pretense would have died down. As a university, excellence is our way out of the typecast of the so-called rural university. As an institution of higher learning, in a predominantly rural province, it is excellence in our teaching and learning, research, and community engagement that will lift us up to our rightful place in the ecosystem of impactful social services. The third point to make about excellence is that it is non-negotiable. Excellence is the choice we all should make as an institution of higher learning in all our endeavors. In speaking of excellence as a choice, I do not mean that we have an option to do the opposite or work towards anything less than excellence. Like perfection, excellence is the only logical pursuit that will ride the University of Limpopo into the right annals of history while holding the institution aloft as a pioneer. Bear in mind that more than 15,000 of our students rely on NSFAS. This means that if we are lax in how we do our work, how we run our processes to admit students, on how we teach, or on how we make our research relevant to society, we condemn the very vulnerable amongst us. By denying them the best of our efforts, we make sure that they remain the underclass in perpetuity. If we know our history, our reason of being, our heritage, we will all commit to make excellence non-negotiable day by day. It is because of this reason that we must celebrate those who punctuate their work with excellence at least once a year, as we are doing today. The fourth attribute of excellence, linked to how it is non-negotiable, it is its expediency. South Africa has been free for nearly 30 years. The 1994 elections held a promise of a better life for those to whom human rights have been denied for centuries. The first democratic elections undertook to improve the quality of life of the majority of South Africans. Education is one of the cardinal elements of quality of life, along with healthcare. Education is a poignant driver of human civilization. The one social service through which fortunes of a nation can change for a better and permanently so. When Dr. King addressed those young people in October 1967, he reminded them to never settle for second best or for that which society considered to be good enough for the Negro. He urged them to strive for excellence, as failing to do so would keep them in the doldrums forever. As a university that caters in the main for quintiles 1, 2, and 3 schools, excellence is not something we can defer. To defer excellence, to spare any effort on how we do our work, to settle for second best because we are doing it for the poor children, will be a gamble with the future of the majority of the children. And in doing so, put our own sustenance and future in peril. If the future belongs to the young, to the youth, if we understand our responsibility in shaping the leadership of our society through our teaching and learning activities, research, and community engagement, if we comprehend the urgency of finding solutions for Africa, then our daily conduct will vote for expediency of excellence. There is nothing more expedient than excellence. Tomorrow will be too late. Lastly, excellence is infectious. In much the same way that it is irrepressible, excellence does not live in the same house or next door with mediocrity. Excellence radiates so brightly and so intensely that it infects everything and everyone in the vicinity. If we embrace excellence in all our 3 main mandates, it is inevitable that the community of Mankweng, the people of Polokwane, or the entire Capricorn district, if not Limpopo province, will tune into excellence too. It is impossible to live in the vicinity or the seat of excellence and remain a mediocre. When I came to Whitty High School, by merely being at a school in which the university trained its teachers, we were inspired to do our best. By simply breathing the same air with the professors, the lecturers, and the students of the university, we were challenged to aim higher than those in other schools. When excellence is a reality in your neighborhood, it gradually, almost by osmosis, becomes a reality in your thoughts, wishes, and in your plans. We cannot fail, colleagues. Let me congratulate those who will be getting awards tonight. And as always, because I'm not going to come to this stage again, and fortunately I cannot be accused of anything. I'm told the award which I got, and I think it's only Professor Putingwepe who can compete for that with me. We were first years together here at the University of Limpopo. For my sins, as always, colleagues, I'm committing to double all the prices. Thank you and enjoy the evening. I thank you all.
What a surprise! What a surprise! We got you, our VC and principal. Thank you, Professor Jessica Singh, for the warm welcome. I can hear colleagues are talking. Can you look at the person sitting next to you? I know others came with their better half. You will choose which side to look at. I'll not choose for you. Just choose. I'm watching. Can you say you look stunning? Thank you, thank you. I believe, colleagues, okay, thank you. Colleagues, I believe that, can I have your attention, please? I believe that what Professor Jessica Singh has said about our VC and principal, everyone can attest to that. So thank you very much, VC, for making sure that your doors are always open for us. We can consult with your office anytime. You have indicated that they told you this afternoon that you have to give a talk. So those people, they were sent by us. So you will choose where to start. So all the community of the university, they are engaged in this surprise. So if you are punishing, punish the entire university community. Okay, thank you very much, colleagues, and also the nice talk. I intentionally did not announce the difference or the change on the program. You see that this year we don't have the guest speaker, but we had to celebrate the hard work, the dedication by our Vice-Chancellor and the principal of the university. So today you are our guest of honor. So hence we don't have the guest speaker. And in your keynote address, I've picked something in terms of the excellence is a timeless virtue. And you said a lot about the excellence. I hope that now, colleagues, you understand why do we have Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Awards. Can we give that a round of applause? So after attending this event for the past 10 years, now you know why. We got a full explanation of what is excellence. So we really appreciate that, Prof. And also that the excellence is by choice. And I believe that colleagues, you also, you can attest to that. So if you want to be excellent, no one must tell you that you have to be excellent. So I can see colleagues that they've started to serve the starter. So the portion that you are getting is enough. So we're still going to have a dinner. So when you finish that, don't ask for more. It's enough. So thank you very much, Vice-Chancellor and the Principal of the University of Limpopo. So I will call upon, I hope our beautiful choristas, we have not yet started with your starter, or you can pause a bit so that we can appreciate the good keynote address by our Vice-Chancellor and the Principal. Over to you, choir. Just one rendition. Then from there you can continue with your starter. Thank you. DJ, can you continue while I'm sorting out the program in some seconds? Thank you, thank you, thank you. The time that you have been waiting for has arrived. The time that took us away from our comfort zone. As the Vice-Chancellor and the Principal has indicated that we are here to Do you know the program on SABC 1? Deal or no deal? Do you know it? It's either you get 1 rand or you get 250 rands. But this is not the case. The money is guaranteed. There's no deal or no deal, is it? So the directors will announce the amount that the awardees will get as we continue with the starter. And in terms of the order on the stage, before I can call the directors, the winners will ascend the stage through my right side. For you is the left side, this side. That's where you will ascend the stage. You will come and take the photo on the stage. Then from there you proceed to the banner there. Then you take the individual pictures. So that will be the order. Now, let me call the director. So there's a bit of change in terms of the program. If you check there, you have Teaching and Learning Excellence Awards, but I'm going to twist them a bit due to some glitches that we had because of the network. So I will start with the Director of the Rural Development and Innovation Hub. It's Ms. Alida van Dijk, who will announce the winners for the Scholarly Community Engagement Awards. So in these awards, the Vice-Chancellor's Community Engagement Awards are essential mechanism for achieving the institution's strategy, community engagement goals, and objectives. The awards recognize academic staff whose scholarship responds to societal needs, contribute to common good and social responsibility, promote social justice and democratic citizenship, as well as inspire excellence in community initiatives. I'll call on stage Ms. Alida van Dijk. Over to you.
Vice-Chancellor and Principal Prof Mokgalong, members of Council, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Prof Madachi, Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, Prof Singh, the Executive Deans, academics, directors of schools, heads of departments, support staff, as well as the students and guests that we have on our virtual platforms. Thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. As our VC and Principal have said, what we're celebrating is excellence. What a wonderful thing to celebrate. I am Alida van Dijk, and it's my privilege to, as Director of the Rural Development Innovation Hub, extend a special word of welcome to the applicants and their partners, and for the Vice-Chancellor Awards for Excellence in Community Engagement. The Vice-Chancellor's Awards for Excellence in Community Engagement recognizes and rewards community engagement projects or activities that are consistent with the vision, mission, and values of the University of Limpopo. I will have to speak for the following hour to get us over the technical glitch, so I'll just speak very slowly. Not really. The University and the Rural Development and Innovation Hub strive to develop community engagement as a scholarship. We are fortunate to work in an environment where the university management supports and resource processes to further the mission and goals of an engaged university. We also have faculties who share in this vision to become a fully engaged university. We want to express our appreciation to the university management, to faculties who have embraced us, who have made it very easy for us to start to work within faculties towards the integration of the 3 pillars of higher education, which is teaching and learning, research, and community engagement. Without you, we will not be able to fulfill our mandate. Thank you for that. Community engagement as a scholarship implies a mutually beneficial relationship between the university and the broader community. And the notion community engaged scholarship also integrates the academic core activities of student teaching and learning, research, and community engagement. What do we do when we evaluate projects? Me and my team who's sitting there, and all our adjudication team, who consists of 6 people, look for the best practices in projects. There are extensive criteria that people need to adhere to, and they need to demonstrate the integration of community engagement, the articulation of core academic processes, and managing it in a qualitative way with the aim of ultimately establishing an engaged university. So it is, in essence, a prize for excellence and nothing else. The trend in higher education is towards greater civic responsiveness, but so too to the need to dovetail the multiple voices echoed from the academic objectives with those of societal needs. In doing this, we should ask ourselves when we conduct our academic activities, how can I use, or we use, research as a tool and vehicle for engaging with communities in a more respectful and inclusive way? How should we conduct ethical research and refrain from using communities as mere data collection sites? How can they become co-producers of knowledge? How can we infuse community engagement into the curriculum? So how do you need to reshape and restructure existing and new modules to become more engaged in your teaching? And then the last question, how can we use our students to build relationships and build bridges with community members, capacitate our projects, and creatively use innovative learning that will enable them to become our ears on the ground and the face of the university on the ground. We've just, this week, also had a function for 240 students, volunteers, who volunteered this year to work on our project without any payment, and they had to work over weekends. The project of our applicants provide answers to some of these questions. I'm now talking at the 2 projects that will be awarded tonight. We found answers in those 2 projects. Champions in community engagement are usually people who are willing to do more than just the academic task. There's just something different about them. They are willing to walk the extra mile, think and work beyond the boundaries of the university, and they are willing to make their nails dirty. Winners are not people who never fail. I know one of the applicants very well, and you can see the development in people if you read through their projects and their profiles and portfolios. You can also see how they developed and matured as community engagers. They never quit. They look for advantage in disadvantage. And today we want to salute the two champions for tonight. Thank you for your dedication and your hard work. To award the prizes, I would first like to call upon our DVC and Principal, Professor Mokgalong, and and then also our VC. Sorry, I said DVC. Ooh, VC, I'm gonna be actually punished more than the other people. I'll put a bottle of whiskey in that cup to make up for this, my apology. Then I also want to invite the DVC for research, innovation, and partnerships to assist him in awarding the prizes. So I'm going to call to the stage our first winner in the category Best Upcoming Community Engagement Scholar in the Faculty of Humanities. The monetary value of this award is 7,000 rand, and the winner is Dr. G.S. Murubula Ngwenya.
Best Upcoming Community Engagement Scholar in the faculty. With keen focus on gender politics, her research delves deep into African sexualities, gendered violence, and feminist foreign policy. Throughout her academic journey, she has been actively participating in impactful community scholarship programs. Notable collaborations include the LGBTIQ Youth and Mental Health Initiative with a national non-governmental organization, advocacy and awareness campaigns on gender and sexuality in partnership with a community organization, CIL, and the Departmental Gender-Based Violence and Femicide GBVF talk series set to resume in 2024. This talk series led to the formation of the Men's Association Against Violence. Beyond her academic pursuits, Dr. Mrubula Ngwenya generously volunteers her expertise to various organizations. Additionally, she played a crucial role in the Presidential Summit Planning Committee for the second GBVF Summit, representing academia in 2022.
Thank you. Our second award for the Best Established Community Engagement Scholar goes to Professor C.J. Berman in the Faculty of Management and Law, and the monetary value is 10,000 rand.
Professor Chris Berman, an extensively traveled academic and a dedicated ambassador of the university's mission and vision in community engagement, has earned the title of 2023 Best Established Community Engagement Scholar in the faculty. Professor Berman's academic work primarily revolves around engaged research, wherein he seamlessly integrates his research with community engagement initiatives. He firmly believes that collaborating with communities to co-generate knowledge not only benefits the partner community, but also enriches the broader academic research community. His expertise extends to the more theoretical aspect of engaged research, exploring the paradigms applied to the real-world research context. Professor Behrman is actively involved in the Digital Fluency Program, a collaborative initiative with UL's Rural Development and Innovation Hub, impacting multiple schools, mainly in the Mankweng area.
Congratulations to all our winners. Can we give them a round of applause? Our university is rural-based, so thank you for ensuring that you make impact to the communities in terms of serving them. We are now moving to the next award, which is the Teaching and Learning. In this award, it aims to acknowledge excellence in the scholarship of teaching and learning at the University of Limpopo, while generating the cadre of academics who are identifiable and could share their practices. The awards are also an inspiration and provide leadership in teaching and learning in their disciplines, the schools, institutions, and beyond. Let me call upon the Director for the Center for Academic Excellence of the University of Limpopo, Professor Owens Chabaya, who will award the Teaching and Learning Excellence Awards. Over to you, Professor.
Thank you, Program Director. The University of Limpopo Council members here present, the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Limpopo, Professor Mokgalong, the DVC Teaching and Learning, Professor Madache, the DVC Research, Innovation and Partnership, Professor J. Singh, Executive Deans here present, Directors and School Directors, Heads of Departments here present. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of my colleague, the Director for Center for Higher Education, Teaching and Learning at the University of Venda, Professor Lindiwe Mulaudzi, UL staff and students here present, the 2023 Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Awards applicants, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Good evening. On behalf of the Center for Academic Excellence, it is my privilege and indeed an honor to present to you the 2023 Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Award winners from the Teaching and Learning section. These awards are presented annually with the purpose of acknowledging excellence in the scholarship of teaching and learning as it contributes to quality teaching in one's discipline. In this category, we are paying tribute to the relentless pursuit of knowledge, innovation, and teaching excellence that define the essence of the University of Limpopo. The awards symbolize our commitment to fostering a culture of excellence in education and a dedication to nurturing the next generation of thinkers, leaders, and visionaries. I have the pleasure to present to you those who have shown tireless efforts, creativity, and innovation in turning themselves into outstanding university teachers and were able to share best practice in their teaching. The award has two categories, namely the established teacher category. This is for members of staff who have 10 years or more of teaching experience in higher education. Then the second one is the upcoming teacher category. This is for lecturers who have less than 10 years teaching experience in higher education. At this juncture, may I kindly request the following to come and hand over the prizes. Firstly, the Vice-Chancellor and Principal of the University of Limpopo, Professor Mokgalong. Can you come to the stage? I would also want to invite one of the council members, Mr. M.J. Rachidi, to come to the front. And then the DVC Teaching and Learning Professor R.N. Madache to come to the stage. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, may I kindly request, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I will start with those in the upcoming teacher category. The first one is the best overall upcoming teacher at school level, second position, and the person is from the Faculty of Management and Law, and is from the School of Accountancy. And the prize is 8,000 rand. That is Mr. Makofe Lepiane.
Mr. Makofe Lepiane is a dedicated lecturer specializing in taxation within the School of Accountancy. He adopts an innovative flipped classroom approach, placing students at the center of learning, both inside and outside the classroom. This methodology emphasizes the importance of nurturing a desire for lifelong learning among students. Mr. Lepiane's teaching approach is inspired by the challenge posed by the continuous advancements of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. In response, he believes the educators must continually assess the relevance of their programs and adapt their teaching and learning methods accordingly. To achieve this goal, Mr. Lepiane engages in extensive research readings and TED Talks. His aim is to explore what makes education effective, investigate the future of education, and understand the current status of education within society. Mr. Ma-
The next one is also a best overall upcoming teacher at school level, first position, and is also from the Faculty of Management and Law, and is from the School of Accountancy. And the prize is 10,000 Rand, and this is Mr. Kingston Lamola.
Mr. Kingston Lamola excels in teaching financial management, operations management, supply chain management at the undergraduate level, and marketing strategies at the postgraduate level. He has adopted 4 diverse teaching pedagogies into the lecture room. The first one being flipped classroom, which provides students with pre-teaching information and encourages them to engage with the material before class. Second one, inquiry-based learning, a method which initiates lessons with thought-provoking questions, problems, or scenarios related to the chapter theme. The third one is called the expeditionary learning. This is a strategy he uses to keep students engaged throughout their modules, enhancing their interest in the subjects and the overall teaching process. The fourth one is called learning, which utilizes games in the classroom to enhance student learning, encouraging the development of critical thinking and problem-solving skills.
The next one is also a best overall upcoming teacher at school level. And this one is from the Faculty of Humanities. And it's from the School of Education. And it has a prize of 10,000 Rand. And that is Mr. Muhammad Nchangaze. Not around, can we invite the dean to come and take it on his behalf? Where is the HOD? Can the HOD come to the stage, please?
Mr. Muhammad Nchangaze, a committed lecturer in the School of Education, incorporates the Ubuntu principle into his teaching methodology. According to him, this philosophy embodies the essence of social justice within African education. He says Ubuntu philosophy promotes equality, equity, respect, kindness, caring, and communitarianism. In his philosophy of education classes at the undergraduate level, Mr. Nchangaze creates a conducive learning environment where effective and respectful student participation is encouraged. He fosters a space in which students treat one another with dignity and courtesy, promoting open and critical exchanges of ideas. His assessments are tailored to accommodate each student, recognizing their diverse abilities and capabilities. During the assessment process, he provides constructive feedback aimed at promoting students' academic success in line with the spirit of communitarianism.
The next one is a best overall upcoming teacher at school level and is from the Faculty of Humanities, School of Languages and Communication Studies. And the prize is 10,000 rand. And that is Mr. Victor Meso. Victor Meso.
Mr. Tapelo Meso, an energetic English lecturer, believes in the effectiveness of applying constructivism and student-centered learning approaches in his English for specific purpose class. He is dedicated to ensuring that his students easily grasp the knowledge presented. Acknowledging the diverse backgrounds and knowledge levels of his students, Mr. Meso encourages them to reflect on their individual experiences. He facilitates a learning environment where students integrate new information with their existing knowledge, promoting interaction and invaluable input from each student. He fosters a space wherein students reflect on their prior knowledge and anticipates their future learning experiences related to the subject matter discussed in class.
The next one is the best overall upcoming teacher at school level. And it is still from the Faculty of Humanities, the School of Social Sciences. And the prize is 10,000 rand. And this is Dr. Lebohang Legodi.
In her role as a teacher of international political economy and politics of developing nations, Dr. Tiero Lehodi employs a constructivist approach, valuing the diverse lived experiences that her students bring into the classroom. She actively incorporates contemporary examples into her teaching, recognizing that many textbooks are predominantly rooted in the Western context. Dr. Lehodi is committed to ensuring that her students are not only engaged but also familiar with the subject matter, bridging the gap between theory and real-world relevance. To enrich her students' learning experiences, she arranges guest lecturers covering specific themes. These guest lectures by subject experts, including scholars in politics and diplomats, provide students with diverse perspectives on teaching and learning.
Then we are coming to the best overall upcoming teacher practitioner in the university. And this one is from a category which has never won this prize since the inception of the Vice-Chancellor's Excellence Awards in Teaching and Learning. And it's from the Center for Academic Excellence. And the person is Dr. Teboho Lekota.
Dr. Teboho Lekota's teaching philosophy is deeply rooted in a student-centered approach aimed at supporting language consultants as they assist university students with their academic writing. As an academic development practitioner, Dr. Lekota guides and supports language consultants and UL students in their academic writing development. She achieves this through one-on-one consultations, workshops, and interactive learning experiences. Dr. Lekota firmly believes that every student possesses unique needs, learning styles, and goals. Addressing these individual differences is crucial to nurturing their growth as confident and proficient academic writers. Dr. Lekota's innovative teaching methods not only empower students to become proficient writers, but also promote a sense of collaborative learning. Through active engagements with each other's ideas and perspectives, students enrich their overall educational experience.
And the prize is 45,000 rand. now moving to the established teacher category. And may I take this opportunity to invite the council chairperson, Mr. Pine Folovodwe, to come to the stage. Okay. I will start with the established teacher at school level. And this one is from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, from the School of Molecular and Life Sciences, and that is Miss Mohadi Modiba.
Miss Mokgalong Modiba, a hardworking lecturer in the Department of Biodiversity, is passionate about promoting the engaging and student-centered learning experience. She teaches undergraduate modules, including second-year zoology and biology in the extended curriculum program. Ms. Modiba believes in student-centered lessons that cater to diverse learning styles, encouraging active student participation. To accomplish this, she integrates 3 key learning theories into her teaching methodology. First, the constructivism theory, which empowers students to generate their own understanding, fostering independent thought. Second, the connectivism theory, which enables students to establish connections between the knowledge acquired in lessons, promoting a holistic understanding of the subject matter. And lastly, the cognitive behaviorism theory, which encourages collaborative problem solving through group discussions guided by provided instructions. Ms. Mokgalong Modiba, a hardworking lecturer in the Department of Biodiversity,
The next one is established teacher at school level, and it's from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, the School of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, and the prize is 10,000 Rand, and that is Dr. Chikudo Lukoto.
in the quest to ensure his students acquire in-depth understanding of mathematics and develop strong problem-solving skills, Dr. Chikudo Lukoto employs a hands-on approach. He not only presents a plethora of problems in class, but also encourages students to engage with these challenges during their spare time and consultations. Dr. Lukoto's dedication to his students' success is evident in his meticulous illustration of best practices, guiding them through mathematical problems of varying complexity, from straightforward to highly intricate ones. Dr. Lukoto serves as the instructor for the pure mathematics in the mainstream BSc program at UL. His teaching methodology is marked by motivation and encouragement. He motivates students by urging them to invest considerable effort and energy into solving mathematical problems. During his lessons, he fosters a supportive environment wherein students are emboldened to step forward and solve problems independently before seeking intervention.
The next one is established teacher at school level, and this one is from the Faculty of Humanities, the School of Social Sciences, and the prize is 10,000 rand. And this is Miss Itumeleng Chidi.
Recognized as the established teacher at school level, Ms. Itumeleng Chidi is dedicated to student-centered education and the innovative application of cognitive learning techniques. As a sociology lecturer, she champions a pedagogy firmly rooted in the cognitive approach, delving into the intricacies of mental processes such as memory and problem solving. In her teaching methodologies, Ms. Chidi employs a balanced blend of formative and summative assessments. She emphasizes the pivotal role of formative assessments, enabling students to actively monitor their progress and shape their educational path. According to her, techniques such as open questioning, transparent sharing of learning objectives, and success criteria, coupled with focused marking, empower students to engage actively in their learning process. Currently, she is on a compelling academic journey, pursuing her PhD in sociology, further enriching her teaching with the latest research insights and a passion for lifelong learning.
The next one again is established teacher at school level, and this one is from the Faculty of Management and Law and from the School of Graduate School of Leadership, TEFL of Graduate School of Leadership, TGSL, and that is Dr. Nkosnat Kwela.
As a development studies lecturer, Dr. Nkosnati Kwela employs a comprehensive teaching approach that combines social constructivism with a touch of behaviorism and liberationist. He believes that his students, predominantly hailing from rural areas, hold the potential to combat poverty and hunger through impactful development projects. Dr. Kwela's methodology includes a practicum designed to train students to identify areas for improvement on campus. They are then allowed to work independently until the projects are implemented by the university, preparing them to apply the same principles in their villages and future workplaces. His teaching philosophy centered on the uniqueness of each student, recognizing that at the postgraduate level, every individual brings something special to the classroom community.
Now the last one, but not the least. I'm sure we're all waiting for this one. Best overall established teacher in the university. This one is from the Faculty of Management and Law and is from the School of Law, and the prize is 50,000 rand.
Professor Itumeleng Chidi is a respected law expert and
The name is Itumeleng Chidi.
Professor Itumeleng Chidi is a respected law expert and lecturer in the School of Law. His teaching approach is deeply grounded in social pedagogy with specific emphasis on student development and their capacity to utilize legal knowledge to address societal challenges. This teaching methodology is directly influenced by his extensive research expertise in social welfare law, labor law, and occupational health and safety law. Professor Tsusa's teaching philosophy embraces the social constructivism approach, emphasizing guidance for students while also providing them with opportunities to actively engage in the teaching and learning process. His passion for collaborative learning is evident in his recent publications, including 2 articles co-authored with his former postgraduate student. Currently, he is collaborating with other students to publish their work in the Department of Higher Education and Training accredited journals. Professor
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say to all the winners and the other members of staff, thank you for promoting excellent teaching and learning at the University of Limpopo. I thank you. Over to you, Program Director.
I see that there's another program going on at the back. The time has not yet arrived. Can we continue with the awards? We'll have time for that item that you are having currently. Thank you for your cooperation. Congratulations to all the Teaching and Learning Excellence Award winners. You are really appreciated for your hard work and the innovative teaching and learning that you are showing. So we really appreciate that. Can you give them a round of applause? Thank you. So we are moving to the last award of the day, which is the research for the research. In this award is based on research outputs in the preceding 3 years, except the year in which the call to apply is made. Prizes are awarded annually to the deserving staff members. The prestigious Research Excellent Awards at the University of Limpopo aim to encourage and recognize research excellence, especially among female researchers, and award researchers who excelled in research. Let me call upon the Director of the Research Administration and Development, Dr. Thembinkosi Mavila, to award our winners. Over to you, Director.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Program Director. The Chairperson Council, Mr. Nafolo Bode, Vice-Chancellor, all members of Council present here, all members of executive of the university, the DVCs, the executive deans, directors of school, directors of support divisions, and in particular my counterparts, Ms. Alida van Dijk, and Professor Chabaya. I want to thank you, Alida, for leading this year's process so perfectly and professionally. I will also want to equally thank all the colleagues that form part of the committees and the organizing committee, all the colleagues that assisted to do the adjudication in all these categories, but particularly the team that worked tirelessly to come up with the results that I'm just going to announce now. Thanks also to the staff in the research office. I see some of them are sitting there, for the work that they do in order for us to realize this kind of prestigious event. My colleagues from the Investor Vendor Research Office, my colleagues from the Premier's Office, Research Office, and other colleagues that we work with in the Limpopo Research Forum. Thank you. We have a chance today to celebrate some of the work that we do in the province in terms of developing research and ensuring that the Limpopo Provincial Development Plan and Research Agenda is achieved. If I have not mentioned you, all protocol observed. I have today decided to also cut my speech so that I go straight into the announcements. But before I forget and not do what I did last year, to the stage I will invite Professor Mokgalong. These are your awards, Prof. You need to be here to hand them over. And Prof. Mokgalong will be assisted. I realize there's been a drought of ladies handing over results here. So he'll be assisted by Ms. Tindisa from the Council of the University, but also Professor Singh. Please come back to the stage to assist the Vice-Chancellor in handing over these awards. If we listened very well to the opening remarks by the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, all the categories I'm going to announce are in accordance with what she said in her introduction. We will, instead of finishing with the rated researchers, we'll start with the rated researchers. She had mentioned that. So the rated researchers do not receive any monetary incentive at this stage. But immediately upon their rating, the research office, we have Vice-Chancellor about 2, 4, 6, 8 that were newly rated and recognized this year. So these 8 colleagues have already got their annual grant of 50,000 rands from the research office that they use towards their research. And I'm saying annual for as long as they are rated, they get it. And of course, we advocate that they must use the money so that they can continue to develop their research. And congratulations to all of them as I invite them. And I will start with our Y2 rated researchers. The Y2 is a category that talks to emerging researchers and recognized as having the potential to to be future leaders in their category, in their fields. And the first one is from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Madichaba Rapatsa.
Now, you see, they say these don't carry any monetary prizes. Yeah, at this stage. Where do they carry it?
It's already in their kitty for research.
In their kitty for research. But the other colleagues, it's going to be included in their. Now, this rated researchers, I think it's only fair. I'm the only Vice-Chancellor who doesn't travel, though I've got a budget for traveling. So I'm going to share that with them. And so there are 8 of them, and each will get 50,000 rands.
Exciting. I wonder if someone is not here, if they are going to receive that money. And we normally don't have dialogues like this in this, but I wanted to understand well from the Vice-Chancellor. Are they taking it home, or are they going to use it to travel to an international conference?
For as long as the others are taking that home, it's going to be part of their, when in December. Yeah, let it be part of their December salaries.
Y2, Professor Madichaba Rapatsa. I'm not sure if she's here. It looks like she's not here. Okay, we'll pass the certificate to Professor Paulina, our program director. I think you are close to the school where she belongs. Thank you. And the next one is a Y2 also. One of our exemplary postdoctoral fellows got a rating while still doing his postdoc, none other than Professor S. Kugara. The next one is from the School of Molecular and Life Sciences with a C3 rating, Professor Ado Bediako. And we also have another one from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, I believe from mathematical and computational sciences with a C3 rating again, Dr. A.S. Sayedi. We will proceed to the next one. We will pass the certificate to the HOD or school director. And we also, I don't believe this one is also here, I'll just simply announce and we pass with a C3 rating. She is our research associate in the university from the field of psychology, Professor Catherine Nell. And also, I know that he is traveling in Asia. Professor D. Maposa, he's also our chairperson of our ethics committee, a C2 rating. From the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, Professor Mampuru. We also have from the School of Molecular and Life Sciences, Professor Mampuru, C2 rating, Professor Susan Dipenar. And from the School of Physical and Mineral Sciences, Faculty of Science and Agriculture, C2 rating, Bayenguni Christopher. Now I'm going to go to the category Best Established Researchers. As explained earlier on by the DVC, colleagues that apply for this one, they have to meet a particular cutoff score. And if they do not make it to the top and become overall winner, they are then placed at the school level and they receive an award at the school level. So we'll start with the best established researcher in the school, second position. That means there's also a first position in that school. And this is the School of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, and is none other than Professor F.J. Mhlanga. The prize for this award is 8,000 rands.
Mhlanga is at the helm of the SAUK University Staff Doctoral Program, leading a transformative initiative focused on building capacity in applied mathematics. With a dedicated mentorship approach, he guides and supports 10 PhD students, enabling them to achieve their doctoral qualifications. The pioneering project is bolstered by the Newtown Fund's Operational Development Assistance, ODA, in collaboration with the British Council. Beyond mentoring, Prof. Mhlanga's influence extends globally. Currently presiding as president of the Southern African Mathematical Sciences Association, SAMSA, he actively shapes the landscape of mathematical research and education in the region. His research interests include topics such as financial mathematics, insurance mathematics, portfolio optimization, control theory, and model-free finance. Additionally, he has chaired numerous conferences, sessions, and published 12 impactful research articles in the realm of financial mathematics. Prof. Mhlanga is at the helm of the SAUK University Staff Doctoral Program, leading a transformative initiative focused on building capacity in applied mathematics. With a dedicated mentorship approach, he guides and supports 10 PhD students, enabling them to achieve their doctoral qualifications. The pioneering project is
Congratulations, Professor Mhlanga. Our next recipient, and I will request, I think I saw the director, if I'm not mistaken, of the School of Economics and Management. If he's not here, yeah, I think I saw him. The colleague has texted me and said he might not make it, so the director should come and take the certificate for Professor Fatoki, first position as best established researcher in the School of Economics. And the prize money is 10,000 rands.
Olawale Fatoki is an all-round academic who's involved in teaching, community engagement, research and administration, especially in business management. His research interests focus on the creation and growth of sustainability-oriented businesses, linking strategy and entrepreneurship with sustainability. This has earned him a C2 NRF-rated researcher status. Professor Fatoki has presented 10 papers in local conferences and 5 papers in international conferences, and published 82 research articles, mainly in the area of entrepreneurship, finance, strategy, and sustainability.
Those who know the productivity of Professor Fatoki can already tell that this year the competition was tough. It was about excellence. Our next winner in the School of Languages, Best Established Researcher, first prize, 10,000 rands, none other than Professor M.J. Mokgalong.
Professor Mpoto Mokgalong stands as a leading scholar in the realms of African literature in English, enriched by the depth of post-colonial theory and Afrocentricity. With an impressive record, he has authored over 50 DHET accredited articles and contributed significantly to the discourse through 5 non-accredited articles, all in the domain of African literature in English and post-colonial theory. Academics worldwide recognize his contributions to the body of knowledge evident in the citation of his work in esteemed journals within and beyond his field. In addition to his scholarly pursuits, Professor Mokgalong is dedicated to nurturing the next generation of academics. He has supervised and guided the research endeavors of 3 PhD students, 13 master students, and 15 honor students. He continues to mentor 3 PhD candidates and 1 master student.
Again, first position in their school of Education, first prize, best established researcher in the School of Education. The prize is 10,000 rands. Professor H.A. Mutlaka.
Dr. Thabiso Mutlaka's research focuses on multilingualism, translanguaging, English as the second language of learning and teaching, and academic literacy. With extensive expertise, he has authored 27 research articles on multilingualism and translanguaging, and 25 research articles on academic literacy and English as a second language of learning and teaching. Additionally, he has presented 15 papers at national conferences and 10 papers at international conferences. Mutlaka has received prestigious international awards, including the Distinguished Scholar Award, the African American Cultural Center of Indiana University of Pennsylvania, and USA Special Recognition Award. He's currently supervising 3 PhD students, 4 master students, and co-supervising 2 PhD students, as well as 4 master's students and 5 honors students.
Please don't take my team off the stage yet. Our next winner, first prize in the School of Mathematical and Computer Sciences, best established researcher in the school. The prize is 10,000 rands. Professor Tulisi Belembini. There's no voiceover for Professor Velempini. He wants his work to speak for himself. Professor Velempini is also the chair of wireless, Zatna chair of wireless ICT. Let me just put it like that. Let's move on. First prize, best researcher in the School of Healthcare Sciences, with a prize of 10,000 rands. And our colleague is Professor S.D. Matebula.
Prof. Solani Matebula is a dedicated academic specializing in the field of optometry. Currently, Prof. Matebula's research delves into critical areas such as dry eye disease and binocular vision anomalies among neurodegenerative disorders with prevalence of dry eye issues and the challenges faced by the aging population regarding neurological disorders. His work holds significant importance. He has successfully guided 1 PhD student and 3 master's students to completion. Currently, he's supervising 2 PhD students and 4 master's students, ensuring the next generation of researchers is well equipped to make meaningful contributions to the field of optometry. With a substantial portfolio of 50 accredited articles and 10 non-accredited ones, Prof. Matebula continues to shape the landscape of optometry research.
Thank you. Our next category is first prize upcoming researcher. So this category, you have to be below a particular age limit to be classified in that, which basically should be viewed with the significance it says, because it also tells us about the fact that these are the next generation of researchers, but also these are our future rating researchers. So the first prize in the School of Social Sciences is none other than Dr. Lebogang Tiego-Legodi.
In her role as a teacher of international political economy and politics of developing nations, Dr. Tiego Lehodi employs a constructivist approach, valuing the diverse lived experiences that her students bring into the classroom. She actively incorporates contemporary examples into her teaching, recognizing that many textbooks are predominantly rooted in the Western context. Dr. Lehodi is committed to ensuring that her students are not only engaged but also familiar with the subject matter, bridging the gap between theory and real-world relevance.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank Ms. Tindisa for assisting the Vice-Chancellor. And I would like to invite our other council member, Advocate Bongani Bongo. Please come up to the stage. By the way, the prize money that Dr. Lehodi got is 7,000 rands. But also, I think it's remarkable that she appeared here for the teaching and learning, am I right? And she has come back. And I'm sure the double is going to cause some real shake-up in her pocket. Thank you very much, Advocate Bongo. We move forward. Our next category is this one is not applied for. So what we look for is in the last 3 years, who is the researcher in the university that has brought the most funds from external funders and external funders other than the NRF. So we're looking into your NIH, your MRC, and other funders, Wellcome Trust, and all that. And we then look at all those that brought funding, and we look at the highest, and we award a prize of 10,000 rand. So this year, the researcher with the largest external research funding, the prize goes to the Molecular and Life Sciences, Professor Mampuru, and it's none other than Professor Vusimbazima.
In the ongoing battle against diabetes and obesity, Professor Vusimbazima has achieved a significant milestone. He has been awarded a substantial research grant of 1 million rand by the South African Medical Research Council through the Research Capacity Development Initiative, making him recipient of the largest external research funding at the University of Limpopo. This grant empowers him to lead a groundbreaking research project titled Anti-Cancer, Anti-Diabetic, Anti-Obesity and Anti-Inflammatory Potential of Plant Extracts / Forward Plant-Derived Compounds. The primary objective of this initiative is to delve into the potential of various plant extracts and plant-derived compounds. Professor Mbazima and his team aim to unlock their therapeutic benefits, particularly in the development of nutraceuticals and herbal supplements. Additionally, they are investigating the efficacy of these compounds in the creation of non-toxic anti-cancer drugs.
Thank you very much. Just to correct one thing from the voiceover, it said it's 1 million. Really, if you target 1 million and you think you're going to get the prize, you must be joking. He has amassed just a little bit under 4 million rands in 3 years. So it deserves some congratulations. And the next ones are the overall winners. So we're just drawing towards the closure. And we will start with the best overall female researcher in the university. It carries a prize of 10,000 rands. and it goes to Healthcare Sciences, the Executive Dean, Professor Motiba.
Impressive research portfolio in health systems research, Prof. Motiba has been instrumental in several impactful projects. Noteworthy among them are her roles in strengthening health systems for maternal care in Limpopo Province, South Africa, a multi-sectoral approach concluded in 2021, and the scaling up packages of interventions for cardiovascular disease prevention in selected sites in Europe and Sub-Saharan Africa, implementation research SPICES, culminated in 2022. Currently, she's spearheading the co-designing of a community-based ICTs intervention for maternal health and child health project. With a profound focus on knowledge management in healthcare, her contributions shine through 149 articles in accredited journals. As a mentor, she has guided 16 PhD and 28 master's students to completion, with ongoing supervision for 4 PhD candidates. Recognized as a C3 rated researcher, her work exemplifies excellence and collaborative spirits on a global scale.
And the prize is 10,000 rands. The next one, I can hear something from the council there. They say it's too small. It's too small. My budget is depleted. We move on to the best overall upcoming researcher, best overall, and the prize is 45,000 rands from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture. She's none other than Dr. T.G. Mahlo.
Dr. Grace Mahlo is at the forefront of innovative research in animal nutrition. Her current focus includes exploring the use of alternative feedstuffs as protein sources in chickens and developing strategies to reduce methane production and emission in small ruminants through nutritional manipulation. Her expertise has been recognized through prestigious research grants, including the National Research Foundation, NRF Tutuka, and Water Research Commission, WRC. She's actively shaping the future of agricultural research, supervising 4 master's students and co-supervising 9 more, along with guiding a promising PhD candidate. With a passion for knowledge dissemination, Dr. Mahlo has shared her agricultural insights at various national and international conferences. Her contribution to the field of animal nutrition are reflected in 32 published articles and 12 presentations, showcasing her dedication to advancing the understanding of animal dietary needs.
Congratulations, Dr. Mahlo. We come to the last award for the night, Best Overall Researcher in the University. It comes with a prize of 50,000 rands. You can double that. And it goes to the Faculty of Science and Agriculture. And it's none other than Professor T.L. Chasi.
Prof. Chasi is a leading figure in animal production research. His expertise is in areas such as animal breeding, genetics, and meta-analysis in agriculture. With an impressive track record of 110 internationally and locally published articles and 22 conference papers, Prof. Chasi is dedicated to advancing agricultural knowledge. His commitment to collaboration is evident through partnerships with prestigious universities worldwide, including Nasarawa State University in Nigeria, Bengal University in Turkey, and Jilin Agricultural University in China. Recognized for his exceptional contributions in academia, Prof. Chasi has received notable accolades, including the NRF Tutuka Grant and the University of Limpopo Niche Area Grants. His impact extends to mentoring, having successfully supervised 29 honors and 15 master's students to completion. Currently, he guides 8 honors, 13 masters, and 6
Thank you very much, Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Advocate Bongo. Thanks, DVC. And as I take my seat, I want to conclude by saying, if you still don't believe that the University of Limpopo provides a platform for thriving, look at the last 3 recipients. Check their age, take their stature, and then make a conclusion. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Hey, this money. Congratulations to all our awardees for your hard work in research that contributes to the university motto. Our university motto says, finding solution for Africa. You heard in terms of their research, they are indeed finding solution. I don't know whether you have observed what I've seen when the awardees or our winners were ascending the stage. I came here a bit earlier when you were coming in, but then when they were getting their awards, when they called their names, did you see the movement? All of them. I don't know whether you have observed that. It shows what? Money talks, eh? Congratulations to all the winners in all the categories. We really appreciate your good work. And the VC said, because I always listen to gospel music, there's this song from Joyous Celebration, everything will double, oh. Our VC is good, oh. Thank you very much, our VC and the principal. So let me call the choir. As we are congratulating our winners, they will be entertaining us. Over to you, choir.
If you work hard very hard. Sona,
This is the award-winning choir of the University of Limpopo under the leadership of Professor Matsibatlela. We congratulate you for the good work. As we are approaching the end of our program, let me call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor for Teaching and Learning, Professor Madache, to give the vote of thanks. Over to you, Professor.
Program Director, Prof. Vupape Mavapa. I can only say the VC did listen to beautiful music. I'm not sure whether it's going to do something for the choir. If you have listened to Mahlo, and her choristers there under the leadership of Prof. Matsibatlela, you will do something, but I know the VC does a lot for them already. So even if they do not get anything, I know he supports them through thick and thin. Colleagues, we are coming to the end of the function. I should not take too long. And I know I should not stand between yourselves and that other thing. So I won't take too long, except to say in Xitsonga, mintiro yabulabula. You have seen that indeed action speaks louder than words. And these then, as the VC said, reflects the excellence that the university promotes. Can I request you just to be patient for 5 minutes? And I know good stuff is flowing, and when it starts to flow, good things do happen. Program Director, let us start by thanking you. You were a wonderful host, a wonderful pilot. You flew the plane so well. It took off and landed safely under your hegemony. Can we give Prof. Vupape Mavapa a big round of applause? Of course, many thanks are due here to the Vice-Chancellor, Prof. Mokgalong, for his undoubted visionary and exemplary leadership. We thank him for being both a wonderful boss and a servant of the people. We say so because many staff who are present at this function and those who are watching from home will, from their heart of hearts, attest to the fact that they achieved significant progress in their careers on account of the VC's exhortations. For example, many of us came here as junior lecturers, but today we are lecturers. And we know that many of us came here as lecturers, but we are now senior lecturers. And I know many of you came here as lecturers, but you are today called associate professors. And I know some who end up complaining a lot, but in a constructive manner, came here as associate professors, but they are now full professors. They achieved all these under the stewardship of the VC. And you would hardly find this type of support anywhere in the world. Can we therefore give him a big round of applause? Some of us are saying so because when we came to the university, we were shepherds in the true sense. Like in my case, I used to look after goats and sheep where I was. But today, I am a professor because of the leadership that we have enjoyed under the stewardship of the VC. Our deep sense of appreciation is also directed to all council members, those who are present today and those who are watching the ceremony from their respective homes. And the council is ably led by Mr. Pandela Nineforobodwe. Council and council members, we cannot thank you enough for your support. And we don't take this support for granted because we know your encouragement helps us to achieve more progress and more success. Can we therefore thank our council by giving them one of the biggest rounds of applause? We'll also like to express our gratitude to Professor Singh, the DVC for Research, Innovation and Partnerships, for being part of the organizing team. Her advice and words of encouragement propelled the organizing team to greater heights. And of course, executive deans, dean of students, directors of schools and centers and divisions, heads of department deserve a pat on the shoulder for encouraging their awardees to excel in their respective disciplines and fields. You may take the role of executive deans and directors for granted, but their role is very important to encourage our academics to achieve more success. And of course, without an audience, there will be no function at all, as we cannot speak to empty walls. In the spirit of Ubuntu, all humans are interdependent. That is why, in this case, we would like to thank all our guests, our visitors from Univen, Office of the Premier, and our colleagues from Education Circuits, Malibo, Mamabulo, as well as Mankweng Circuits. Your presence has enriched this function. And of course, special thanks to all the awardees for your diligence, perseverance, and excellence in your respective specializations. And I know those who have obtained monetary encouragement are going to work harder so that in 2 years' time, the VC will not only double the amounts, it will end up maybe tripling the amounts. But on a serious note, you should not take the awards for granted. They exemplify the seriousness with which we look at our academic project. And these awards reflect excellence and indeed they are going to stand you in good stead wherever you go. The unfortunate part is that we are visible all over the world. And somebody might have noticed Dr. Likota there receiving an award. And I know by tomorrow she'll be coming to my office to say, Prof, the university of so-and-so or the university from there wants me to join them. Normally, what she will do, she will show me a new package from that university. Then it becomes a challenge that when you perform so well, you become visible all over the world. But our appeal is that this is your home. Don't leave. Work as hard as possible. We'll also like to thank here all the people who took part in arranging this function, especially the organizing team from the Center of Academic Excellence, Research Administration and Development, Rural and Innovation Hub, and Marketing and Communication colleagues for organizing such an excellent function. Our excellent choir, once again under the leadership of Prof. Matsibatlela, and exquisite and beautiful voices led by Mahlo. We cannot thank them enough for that. I was so envious of Prof. Matsibatlela. Envious in a positive manner. I thought I could sing, and the baritone that he has, it's so enticing. It reminds me when I was still in primary. I used to belong to a school choir, and we used to win in competitions by then, or as Stratfords. But one day a teacher came to me and said, hey, Richard, there's something wrong with your voice. Can you sing alone or solo? And he discovered that indeed I can't sing. So, Prof. Matsibatlela and your choir, many thanks for the beautiful music. Our thanks are also extended to the DJs here. Don't take their work for granted. It's a very important work. Of course, all UL staff, students, and spouses who came to this function today, the media, and of course, the hotel staff, and of course, the security personnel for being part of the function for today. Everybody, I may not have mentioned you by name, but please take it that we have seen you and we have acknowledged your presence. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I would humbly request you that we all stand up, because these are the VC's Excellence Awards. Then we give him one of the biggest rounds of applause for being a selfless leader. Can we do so? Thank you. I'm saying so because today I went to campus very late. And where we park together with the VC. I thought the VC will not be there. But his car was already there. So I parked my car close to his car and sort of disappeared so that he must not see me. And then I knocked off. I thought he will be gone by then. But his car was still there. And that shows dedication, it shows commitment, not for personal reasons, but being selfless. So it's something that we can learn, all of us. On that positive note, then, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of the most wonderful nights. And for that reason, you can pat yourself on the shoulder, figuratively. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Richard Madaje, for wrapping the program very well. We always know that with this item, by choosing you, will never go wrong. And you managed to appreciate everyone who's present here. I thought I'll be coming here for the last time, but I still have another item to render, which is the announcement. And the choir missed the VC song. So I will give them chance to come, then I will do the announcements afterwards. But before that, there's a lost and found car key. The owner must come to the table where I'm seated, table 3, and be ready to answer a few questions. Thank you.
Give a thought to Africa. Neath the burning sun, there are hosts of weary hearts waiting to be won. Many lives have passed away, and in many homes there are voices crying now to the living God. Tell them of Jesus. By hills and waters, bless all hearts from his heaven above. And when lips are moved by grace, they so sweetly sing. Pray for peace in Africa from our loving God. Bread and love of Jesus, by hills and waters. God bless Africa and her sons and daughters. Till the light of Jesus, by hills and waters, Renaissance and daughters.
Njalo, 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 uzongibona. Njalo, uzongibona Tembala. Njalo, uzongibona njalo. Njalo, 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 uzongibona Tembala mo. Njalo, uzongibona njalo, 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 njalo.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, UL Choir. If I was the adjudicator, I should have ticked the last number before they even finished to sing. Now I understand why VC wanted that song. That was excellent. Thank you, choir. Your program is not numbered, but mine is on item 13. Do you know item 13? I'm making the announcements. In terms of the announcements that I have here, it's for dinner. I told you that create some space when you had starter. So now we are going to have dinner. We have the procedure that we are going to follow. We will have table 1 that will go first, second table. The 10th one is also a reserved table. Table 13 will follow, then table 14. So these tables, they will go according to the way I've announced them. Then the rest, we have ushers that will guide you when you go to the serving points. At the back there, we have 2 serving points, the one inside and the other one is outside. But the ushers will guide you as you go there. So for other tables that I did not call, please remain seated. The ushers will guide you. So from the Faculty of Science and Agriculture, as you know that we always make history. My dress is the colorful theme of the faculty. We always make history. And thank you very much for being good audience. Travel safely as you'll be going back home. And thank you for your support. Also those who attended from home, I'm saying we appreciate your support. And thank you very much. I love you all. Thank you.
Jalo, uzongibona tembala. Jalo, uzongibona njalo. Jalo, 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 jalo. Uzongibona tembala mo. Jalo.